What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader. After surviving phantom attacks and building farms, we've made some more progress in our Skyblock world. Let me update you on what's been happening since then. This is our Skyblock Adventure Part 3. Without further ado, let's get into the video. A lot of time has passed since our small beginnings. I had become a fully fledged, experienced farmer, farming pumpkins for XP. It was a humble profession, but there was a sense of satisfaction from just farming and chopping trees, and generally maintaining our new ecosystem that we had created. I would earn money from farming crops, so it was worthwhile, even if I would later come to realise I was making pennies and the real money was from selling items on the server's shop. Regardless, for now I was content with cutting wheat and keeping the farm going. Our farm was a small plot surrounded by cacti, which made everything pretty easy to process and to collect. Although how our system was set up was a little disastrous, as I'd often bump into the cactus plant and then also get knocked into a cobweb. This was of course designed for monsters, but it was frustrating when I became a victim of our own design flaw. However, slowly but surely I would escape the spider's web every time. By this stage we had upgraded our tree farm from its original poor design. It was now on its own platform with far more trees and no longer breaking our spawn as it was before. But underneath was the secret sugarcane farm. My flight meter had reached its lowest point and I could not fly anymore. I felt like a fallen angel without its wings. I decided it would be best to secretly and sneakily destroy the floor of the tree farm to drop below. We had a fishing challenge to collect raw fish, so I would fish for quite some time. We had not yet developed the technology or gathered the materials for an AFK auto fish farm, so I would have to do everything manually for now. So I fished and fished through the night and day, catching floating junk and pufferfish or salmon, mostly everything but the codfish that I actually needed. I was a professional angler, like an old man who would go to the lake every day for a catch. I fished and fished until I no longer wanted to fish anymore. I had not completed the challenge, no, but it would be a lot harder than it looked. But I knew when we would make the AFK fish farm, all things would fall into place, perfectly balanced as all things should be. There's a certain satisfaction you get from fishing on games like Minecraft, but eventually, like everything, it does get slightly boring and become a chore. Although the trees had been moved elsewhere, we still had our main farm in the spawn where I would harvest our crops and replant everything for us. It was peaceful, all that could be heard was the sounds of the mini chickens and cows, and the bee was still alive, so that was something good, for now. Of course, regular maintenance of the area had to be taken into consideration. Those creepers were a pain in the behind. I grabbed my things and kitted everything together in my inventory and set out to build. I wanted to be useful, so I figured it would be a good idea to construct a brand new wooden platform. Sure, it was not in the best of places, you'd have to go through the tree farm first to even get to it. For the time being, this would just be a place to store my wood, but it would have a greater purpose in the near future. I needed storage just to put all of my items away in the case of dying to phantoms. It was my insurance not to lose everything. I built a fence around it and another to separate the one platform into two to distinguish between their different purposes. As I was unfortunately cursed to never fly again on the server, or so I thought, I would find a way to connect my new platform to the sugarcane farm below so that I could go fishing without having to break and replace the floor blocks. Of course, later my ladder system would be destroyed, but that's not so important right now. We had a lot of wood, but having to craft so many sticks was getting pretty irritating for making fences or ladders. And after some finishing touches, I had completed it. A fully formed new platform to build anything on. A farm or something useful. Some chests for storage and a means of getting to the platform below without losing a life. We were happy at what we had accomplished so far, probably happier than our animals who were enjoying their new stable, but their population was starting to steadily expand to make up for the extra extension room we had made, so I'm sure soon they would become very packed together once more and be no longer happy. It was becoming a meme how many animals that we could pack into such a small space in Minecraft in our stables. Of course, I did want to test out my athleticism on the server by testing the waters on the server's parkour course. I had hopped and jumped across the platforms and ladders to a nice little fishing tower on a floating island by a lake. The parkour course was pretty nice on the server. I wasn't great at parkour in Minecraft, but I always enjoyed trying to tackle the different courses. This wasn't helping further our progress in the island, but perhaps these new free-running skills would train me for any future problems. Well, naturally I fell off and I decided not to give the parkour a second try. Maybe next time. Thanks for watching this Minecraft video. Make sure to leave a like on it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss daily Minecraft videos on the channel. If you enjoyed this Skyblock adventure and want to see more episodes, these things are all you have to do. I'll see you next time.